my name is Linden. My pronouns are she and her, and I was one of the youth who attended the Rendezvous conference, which is actually a camping trip this year. For me, church has never been sitting in the sanctuary and listening to the minister talk. It is for some people but that just doesn't work for me. And going to these conferences and going to youth conferences and retreats has made me realize that church doesn't need to always, and worship doesn't need to always look like sitting in a sanctuary listening to a minister talk. For me, worship is sitting in nature, singing and talking with the people that are like me, who are unlike me, and people who aren't like me. And that's kind of what Rendezvous is. It's talking to people who have a lot of knowledge and wisdom about their faith, helping me find my faith, and singing and worshiping in a way that I've never really been able to do before. And that's a really powerful thing for me. And for Rendezvous this year, it was different. We weren't in Calgary. We weren't with everyone who we were supposed to meet and everyone who we were supposed to be with. We were with a small group of 5 or 6 with Jeff and Deborah and Carolyn, and we were making do, and we were sitting at the campfire late at night talking about really powerful, moving subjects that I wouldn't be able to talk about in different scenarios. And then we would end the night by singing, or by doing roses, buds, thorns, or just by talking. And that this weekend was a really powerful and moving experience for me, because it helped me realize and learn a lot of new things about my faith, and I think Rendezvous can do that for a lot of people.
Hi, my name is Charlotte, and this is my reflection on Rendezvous ReImagined 2020. So, one of the things we did at the end of the day yesterday was rosebud thorn and root. So basically with rose, it was the highlight of your day. Thorn is the opposite, something that wasn't good. Bud is something you're looking forward to, and root is something that you're felt like you connected spiritually or with your faith. So first I'll start it with my thorn, because that's not very exciting, but my stomach hurt. Yep. And then my rose, I kind of had trouble deciding here, so I have a few things. But I have seeing everyone together, especially when the younger kids came and we were able to help lead them and make s'mores, and it was really nice because I was new to youth group this year, and by the time this camping trip came around, and by the end of the camping trip, I was able to go from group to group and talk to anybody and feel comfortable. So that was really good. And the highlight of that day would also be this amazing race. Someone that was on an amazing race that was Indigenous and spoke about being two-spirited and everything. That was very cool. As well as Uno, just walking around, as well as the chat at nighttime. If you see anybody who was on the trip, you can ask them which superhero they were. Jeff went around and told us which superhero we were and talked about why we were that, so that was really nice. and we got to discuss why each person was that superhero and why they deserved that. And my route was worshiping at the end of the night when there was everybody together and we were singing some songs, as well as one lady on a video call that was talking about her faith journey and her perfectionism and learning to be okay with her whole self and not feeling like she had to hide a part of her that wasn't good enough. So that's my rosebud, thorn, and root. Yeah. I'm kind of forgetful, so I forgot to do the bud of rosebud thorn. But anyways, my bud was looking forward to the next day and doing more worshiping together and just spending the day with that tight-knit group.
Hi, I'm Lora, and this past week I participated in Camping Rendezvous with the St. Paul's Youth Group. This group is important to me because I've made so many life-building and life-changing memories with them, the type of memories that make up who I am today. And I see who I am as partially what my perspective is, my perspective on the world and on the journey of life itself. And these beautiful people were here with me, with all these memories, but also generally during this growing stage of my life, which only makes me more excited for the life I'll have in the next few years and what I'll learn soon. I see people as a place, this youth group being a safe place to learn and grow. But there's also this setting. We camped at the Bronte Creek Provincial Park, and I just found it so fitting and lovely to be living here all together in God's creation, natural creation, and to be learning and growing together as we people are God's creation, but we're also in tune with the natural aspect of it, as one of the lines in our United Church New Creed is to live with respect in creation. And a special thing about Rendezvous, which we participated in, is that it's here specifically for youth and young people. We get a feeling of togetherness knowing that this great worship and these workshops are put together just for us. They're relevant to us. And the youth feel special knowing that they have an important role in the church. The last Rendezvous in Montreal is where I saw many aspects of the church and in my faith where I could actively participate as a young person. And it helped me discover so many things I could do. It taught me so much, and I was really happy to share it with Jeff and Deborah. Rendezvous taught me that my voice as a young person matters, and that yes, I do have a place in ethical decisions. I can learn and grow, and that's what helps me have a good perspective on the world and helps me learn a lot about social justice. So thanks be to God for our gift of community.
Bold faith, brave space, and brazen grace. These were the three main themes of Rendezvous this year, but what do they mean? To me, bold faith is being courageous enough to have faith, because having faith, having hope, believing that there's some bigger plan, that's dangerous, that's hard, because we can lose our faith. We can lose sight of the bigger picture and plan, and that takes boldness. Brave space. You've probably heard about safe spaces, but brave spaces are a bit different. Pam Rocker, one of the speakers, said that brave space doesn't mean everything's okay. It means we can be courageous enough to keep growing. It takes the bravery to be ourselves and learn and grow together. Brazen grace. The scripture for worship on day 3 of Rendezvous was the adultering woman, which we heard today. Now, the crowd brought the adultering woman to Jesus, and they were trying to trick him because in Mosaic law, the punishment was to be stoned. But Jesus had been teaching love and compassion. Jesus said to them, "Any of you who is sin-free, be the first to throw a stone." But they all left slowly, and Jesus and the woman were left there. And Jesus said to the woman, "Has no one condemned you? Neither have I. Go." Now, Jesus had brazen grace. He had a grace that was bold and unashamed. But Jesus not only gave the woman grace, he gave the crowd grace. He allowed them to take the stones that were clenched in their fists, ready to throw at that woman, and let them go. Just like he does with us, with the way that we think things should be, the way that things have always been done, the hurt and the pain that we see in the world that we're clenched to because we can't change things. With brazen grace, Jesus allows us to let go, to learn and grow together. Because we have the bold faith, we create the brave spaces, and we give brazen grace that allows for us to change and grow and learn together how to best be and live in this world that's not perfect, but we continuously grow and change to make it better. And we can only do this with bold faith, brave spaces, and brazen grace.